Good day, Gemini viewers. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your awesome energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I'm doing things a little differently this month. I am going to be starting directly and diving right into tarot. All right, so shuffling for the Gemini Collective for their greatest good. What is it that the Gemini Collective needs to know for November 2025? Now, this is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for Gemini. What is it that they need to know for their greatest good for November 2025? Thank you. Can I get a couple more cards to get started? Thank you. Okay, I do feel like you're trying to surround yourself with loyal people. You're building up a really good energy with the people you're surrounding yourself with. There might have been people that you felt like you couldn't trust previously, but they're proving their loyalty. You're very much about being loyal and being focused. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I feel like these people are showing their loyalty. I do feel like though something is calling you. What could be calling our Gemini Collective? It feels like there is something missing. Like there's a hole in your heart and you're being called to something very significant. I'm not sure you guys know what it is yet. Some of you may already have a focus on where that what is calling you and where that energy is leaded, but I feel like some of you are still seeking, wondering what is going on. You just feel this, you're incomplete is the word I'm hearing. So essentially with the Eight of Cups, it's like you have all your cups in the upright, and for whatever reason you feel like everything's fine. You have you might have the great family, the steady job, the steady income. You might have what seemingly is all the things going in the right direction for you, hence the cups in the upright. But there's something that you're longing for, something that is calling you, something that you're willing to maybe put that on the front burner, put that as a focus in your life. I'm not saying take your focus off of your children or your family or your job or whatever, but you're being inspired by something. And isn't it worth putting yourself first for once? Making your needs, your desires, your focus, especially if you've been raising a family, especially if you have been, putting, kids and spouse and whatever first your whole life. When is it your turn? I'm not saying, start a big fight and, split the family up, but maybe you and your partner can come to a compromise. Maybe you can work out some kind of babysitting situation. If you don't have a partner that you need, you can follow your dreams and desires, because this something is calling you is not going to stop calling you until you answer it. All right. It might let up, but it's not going to stop. So it's important that you address your own wants and needs. And if it keeps calling you, then it's a path that you are meant to take. So heed that call and see what opportunities it could bring. I do see there's something, some of you are feeling lackluster as far as emotion. Some of you might be down in the dumps this month. You might be feeling lonely or emotionally disconnected from somebody or something. This might be a call for you to maybe get support in some way, shape, or form, maybe a third party therapy. Make sure you're staying and getting your energy up and about. This could also be you are going through some kind of heartbreak. Your cup is just empty. You've had it. Maybe there's somebody in your life who you're just fed up with. And you are just like, I'm so done. you know, every relationship has these hiccups and you feel that way. It's like, you know, a roller coaster. So it's not unusual to feel this way at times. I mean, you still have this love in your heart. This is the energy you're in. This is a loving energy, a thoughtful energy, an energy of emotions and being there and nurturing. But right now, you're just not. And that's okay, because sometimes we get into ruts. And it's okay just as long as you don't sit in it for too long, because then that's when you know it's a problem. All right, so what else does our... Okay, so now we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. You're thinking more clearly. You are paying attention to I feel like you are, like the fog is clearing from your thoughts. Maybe you're taking a supplement or something, so you are thinking more clearly, like the fog is gone. Like, you know that, like, brain fog people get? Like, I almost feel like you were sitting in that energy for a while, and now that is over, you're thinking a lot more clearly. You can see, maybe you took the blinders off, and maybe you were sitting in like a honeymoon phase, either in a job or a relationship or some kind of situation, and you're finally like, you know what, this isn't all it's cracked up to be. I'm thinking a lot more clearly. This is my want. Like, do I really want this in my life? Why am I putting up with this every day? So I feel like there's something that's clearing. It's like the brain fog has been lifted, and you're thinking a lot more clearly. You've narrowed something down, perhaps. What else, Spirit, for our collective? Can I have a couple more cards? What do they need to know from November? What's going on with our Geminis for November? Okay, so there's going to be new opportunities coming in for you, which is really exciting. This could be new opportunities to make more money. This could be higher learning. This could be overtime. This could be maybe a little bonus coming in for you. You're taking advantage of these opportunities. Just make sure you're not missing them. It's going to be important that you see them. When somebody says, hey, can you take my shift? You know, that's an opportunity for you to make money. These opportunities are coming up for you all of the time. So make sure that you're paying attention to the opportunities that are given to you, because you might not get them again. But right now, they're right there. You know, holidays are right around the corner. Who couldn't use some extra money? And people are seeking opportunities to make some more cash flow. So be quick on saying yes to that, because it won't last forever. Okay, now we have the Ten of Swords, an ending. Something is coming to an end. Something might be coming to a vicious, bitter end. The King of Swords, if you recall, is a very nasty ending. Somebody, you know, on the rider weight, it's somebody stabbing you in the back. Something coming to a definite ending. Something dramatic, perhaps. But the end of a cycle is the beginning of something new. So when I see the Ten of Swords, I see the beginning of a new cycle. Yes, it might have had a dramatic ending. Yes, it might have been really hard to get over. You might have had to sort through a lot of things, and it's hard for you. However, it's going to be for your greatest good, because it's going to bring in a lot more opportunity. You know, it's like you're getting rid of the old things so you can make room for the new energy that's coming into your life. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Like I said, with this energy of you're just being emotionally disconnected, emotionally drained. Spent is the word I just heard. So this could be with family members. This could be with a relationship. This could be with your kids. This could be with your job. But you're emotionally spent. You're done. You know what, Spirit? What should Gemini do about this? What is going to be coming in for them regarding this this lack of emotion or disconnection. It looks like it's because you have a lot going on. Maybe you're not able to pay attention to self-care, self-love. You're not setting enough time to visit the things that make you happy, who make you more resilient and heal you. Self-care, self-love, surrounding yourself with family and friends, or maybe it's taking a little shopping spree. Whatever heals your soul, whatever you put aside to make you feel better. I feel like you haven't had a chance to do that. You've had your hands full. Anything about this career opportunity? Spirit, what about this career opportunity for our Gemini collective? Extra money, opportunities. This is about seeing things from a different point of view. So maybe you're being asked to, you might be asked to start in a different position, or do things a little bit differently. Change is hard, especially in a job that's so monotonous. Every day you're doing the same thing, or every week you're doing the same thing, week after week, day after day. And all of a sudden you're asked to do things a little bit differently. Maybe you're asked to change shifts completely. Maybe you go from being on first shift to second shift, or maybe first shift to third shift. And it's, going to be an adjustment for you, but you're being asked to see things from a different level, see things, this could be also somebody that you are involved with, that you're being asked to open your heart and open your mind to see things from their point of view, or somebody that you might be having a little bit of a rift with, to close that gap, that rift with seeing things and understanding their point of view and the way they're seeing the mishap or whatever happened, the situation. All right, so I am going to move on to the concluding message for our Gemini collective. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know for November? What do they need to know for November? Shuffling for the collective for the concluding message for Gemini. What is it that the Gemini collective needs to know for their greatest good? What is it that the Gemini... Thank you. All right. We have 11. Deep quiet. Oh, look at that image. Let's read about it. When deep quiet appears, it is a message from the cosmos calling you to stillness, to step outside the concerns of your everyday life. This does not mean to slow down and take a breath, although that is a good start. Remember I just said taking care of yourself? The cosmos is inviting you to go deep, to that place where the noise stops and there is only the vast emptiness of inner space. When we don't respond to the invitation offered by deep quiet, life can stop us in our tracks, or with illness or a crisis. Listen to the stillness, small voice. Remember that you want to catch spirit on a whisper, not a shout. And it's only human to argue that you are too busy to slow down. Your hands are full, remember? Too busy. That you don't have the time, the inclination, or the money for a retreat. Do not let any of these reasons get the better of you. Stop the world and enter the deep quiet before you come to a crashing halt. So what they're saying is better for your physicality, even your mental and your physical self. After you have said yes to this invitation, you will find that the world can get along quite well without the need for you managing it. letting go of control. That's a hard one. You will enjoy the freedom that comes with stillness, the clarity and spaciousness offered by the silence. That's a good one. That's a good one this month. It definitely connected with the reading. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. And your messages. It's amazing. Thank you for joining me, Gemini. I appreciate you guys so much. Please click on like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell that will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. And I go live every Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time, and I would love to see you there. But if I don't, I'll catch you next time. Bye, Gemini.